Lego is widely considered the world's most powerful brand, a flawless, beloved staple of childhood. But if you look closely at the foundation, the perfect facade cracks. Just 20 years ago, this beloved toy empire was secretly bleeding $1 million a day in cash, sitting just months away from total corporate collapse. And if you dig even further back, you'll find that the very foundation of their empire, the iconic interlocking plastic brick, wasn't even their own invention. The path to creating the perfect toy is a ruthless corporate survival story, built on borrowed blueprints through catastrophic disasters and a near miss with total bankruptcy. Long before the plastic empire existed, Lego began in a Danish carpentry shop in 1932. Founder Ole Kirk Christensen built wooden stepladders, stools, and pull toys to keep his business alive during the Great Depression, but the company was plagued by literal disasters. A series of devastating warehouse fires in 1924, 1942, and 1960 repeatedly reduced their entire wooden toy inventor to ash. Out of pure necessity, these recurring fires forced Christensen to abandon wood altogether. In 1947, he purchased Denmark's first plastic injection molding machine. To figure out what to manufacture, he studied a patent filed by a British inventor named Hilary Fisher Page for a Kitacraft self-locking building brick, using it as the engineering blueprint for his own plastic blocks. Expanding those early bricks to North America required a 1961 licensing deal with Samsonite, but the executives in these suits completely misunderstood the product, treating children's toys with the exact same retail strategies they used to sell luggage. Surviving physical fires and disastrous corporate alliances hardened the company's approach. From then on, Lego resolved to fiercely protect and entirely control their plastic ecosystem. That tight control held until the early 2000s, when the company suddenly found itself staring at an $800 million mountain of debt. Panicking over the internet and video games, Lego tried to become an everything brand. They aggressively chased trends, pouring cash into theme parks, lifestyle clothing lines, and even jewelry. Between 1998 and 2003, sales flatlined, while production costs skyrocketed. Their parts catalog ballooned to 13,000 unique pieces. Every specialized piece required expensive custom tooling. Costs compounded rapidly, leaving warehouses choked with unsold inventory as corporate debt swallowed their margins. In their rush to fight off digital entertainment, they forgot how to be a toy company. The sheer operational complexity of trying to do everything nearly killed them. Facing default in 2004, former McKinsey analyst Jørgen Vig Knudstorp took over as CEO and initiated a brutal corporate reset. He slashed 1,000 jobs and sold off the massive cash drain of the theme parks, ruthlessly cutting the parts catalog from 13,000 down to just 3,000 core pieces. His strategy stripped away the gimmicks to refocus entirely on their original 1958 patent mechanism. Internally, this mechanical interaction is known as clutch power. Clutch power is the exact calculated physical friction required to hold two bricks together tightly, while still allowing a child to easily pull them apart. The engineering tolerances are incredibly strict. A standard plastic brick will withstand exactly 37,112 connections before it finally degrades and loses its grip. By eliminating distractions and recommitting to the basic, perfect physics of the brick, Knudstorp pulled the company back from the edge of financial ruin. But long-term financial survival required tapping into a highly lucrative demographic the company had previously ignored: adult fans of Lego, or AFOLs. Treating adults as serious builders unlocked a massive secondary market. Let's look at the three most absurdly expensive aftermarket items driving this economy. Number 3 is the Ninjago City set from 2017. Originally retailing for $300, a pristine, unopened box now commands an asking price of $955. Number 2 is the molding machine from 2016. Because only 68 copies were ever made, extreme scarcity has driven its value up to $6,733. And the number 1 most valuable item is from 2007, the 14-karat solid gold C-3PO minifigure. Only 5 gold figures were ever produced, driving the aftermarket value to a staggering $200,000. This secondary market reflects a massive shift in who buys Lego. By creating sets designed specifically for adult budgets, they moved into the high-margin world of collectibles, establishing the brick as a durable investment rather than a disposable toy. Today, the company must navigate a distinctly modern crisis, the environmental reality of producing billions of petroleum-based plastic pieces every single year. They are investing heavily to fix their footprint, beginning with a $400 million corporate initiative to phase out single-use plastic packaging inside their boxes. Their long-term mission is to develop plant-sourced and recycled materials that can replace traditional fossil fuel plastics entirely without losing that famous clutch power. But if you look closely at Lego's survival over the last 2 decades, it didn't just come from cutting costs or changing materials. It came from launching platforms like Lego Ideas, which allowed the fans themselves to design and vote on new sets. The company survived by opening its design process to the public. Through crowdsourcing, they ensured that the brand matured with its audience, turning customers into active stakeholders in the company's future. What is the one Lego set that defined your childhood? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe for more deep dives into the untold stories behind the brands you love.